I'm Cecil. I graduated the LPO in 2007. I went to Sandpoint High School. My parents were manufacturing meth. I was using drugs with them, and life at home was really rough. Ran away and went to Coeur d'Alene, and I was gone for 6 months. And they never came looking for me. At that time, before that, I had been skipping school a lot. I can't say that I made it through a full day at Sandpoint High School without skipping, and I would just check out. And they never really made me do anything. I think I got a lot of, I don't know if it was sympathy or maybe they just didn't want to deal with my attitude, because I had an attitude of epic proportions. And when I came back, I didn't go to school right away. Matter of fact, I was on the streets. My parents had abandoned me, and I came home one day from school and the house was empty, and I didn't know where they were. And so my probation officer had put me in Kinderhaven at the time. And it was just a really big whirlwind where I'd left all of my friends at the high school, and I was at the LPO, and then I lost, my home. There was something really familiar about walking into the LPO. It was like the smell of the school and the sound of the chatter on the ground, like the hardwood. That just felt very homey to me. When my probation officer wanted to put me in Kinderhaven, I didn't want to go. But I had already created some healthy relationships with the teachers at the school. They were just very encouraging. I never really fought too much with them. I think I fought with Mike Leffler. He made my blood boil. The very sound of his voice made my blood boil. And the reason for that was that he pushed me to do good, because he knew I could do good. And I really didn't like him until I was an adult, and I looked back and I was just like, oh man, he pushed me because he knew I had potential. And I had so much affection for him after that when I would think back, because the teachers just took time with me in a way that they didn't at the high school. And so I just felt like my presence was valued when I was in Kinderhaven. To be able to be in a place like that, it was right by the school, so I could walk. It was a block and a half away. But I just felt like I had family there, not only because, there were different things at the school then, but Colleen, the school counselor, she just advocated for me in a way with my independent living worker. My independent living worker would come there. Independent living workers are essentially, when you don't have family, they're supposed to help you prepare for your future, do things like budgeting and stuff like that parents are supposed to teach you. And she just advocated for her to be coming there, pushing me to actually give my attention to it, because really I was so defiant at the time when anybody tried to help me, because I was very prickly. I really didn't feel like people cared for me. She was the first person to ever tell me that I was self-sabotaging, and I didn't know really what that was, but it made me so mad at her. I stewed on that for a while, but then it started to click what that meant. The thing about the LPO that was different, that I don't think we can get anywhere else, is that me, along with maybe 3 other students, and Mona, which was my advisor, we had recognized how bad meth was in our community. And so we got together and we started the March Against Meth, where we were just bringing community awareness to meth. I got to share my story and just be a part of this thing that was bigger than myself, in a way that it really just helped me. First of all, I tell my story a lot now, and I use it to help a lot of people. And that was my first experience doing so. And that was something that, I think was different about the alternative school, is that I think they saw past behaviors to the kid behind it, the hurt behind it, the people behind it, in a really cool way that it just wasn't possible. And I never really felt that. Not ever did I feel that kind of love and care at the high school. Now I am a clinical therapist I have a private practice here in Sandpoint, working with troubled kids, addicts, families. I worked at Kinderhaven, the group home that I lived, for nearly a decade until they closed while I was completing school. I have been clean for 14 and a half years. A couple months after my son was born, I got and stayed sober.